Hi friends. Are you planning on taking the summer off from your health, or at least the time that you're on vacation? Has that thought actually crossed your mind? Well, they call it a healthy lifestyle for a reason, right? It's a way of living. So how do you maintain your health with all the distractions, especially vacation, right? Isn't it hard? It's a hard time, but a lot of that relates to your mindset. So I'm going to talk about some strategies today that I think are really going to help you with that. I am Diane Thompson. I am a healthy living coach and a registered dietitian. And I love to help women create the best health possible so they can live a life of possibilities. So I'm going to talk about how to take charge and how to prioritize your health in spite of being on vacation. Even you could even apply this to the holidays and travel, all of that stuff. So I'm going to give you some of my top 5 strategies. I've been in this field for 30 years. So I have seen a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. I've helped a lot of people. So today I'm going to give you some of those top tips, okay? So we're going to talk about the keys to not letting your health go down the tube just because you're on vacation. And one of the top things is the mindset. Your mindset really dictates what's going to happen. So I hear people say all the time, well, you know, it's a special occasion. I've got to do this, that, and the other because we're on vacation, or it's our anniversary, our honeymoon, whatever. I actually had a gal who was on her honeymoon stay committed to her health. So I know I can help you with that. So what does lifestyle mean, right? It's a way of living. So if you don't change your way of living and your mindset around it, it's going to be really hard to be successful at having the best health possible. So let me ask you some questions to help you, reframe how maybe you've been looking at vacationing and celebrations in general. Okay, so is your celebration, your vacation, more about the food or the time spent with your family? Right? So ask yourself that question next time you go on a vacation or even a camp out, right? So is this more about spending this quality time with my family than it is about eating the s'mores or who knows what else, right? Lots of different things. So, or is it an opportunity to teach and implement a healthier lifestyle to my kids, for instance? Okay? Isn't that a thought worthy to think about, right? I wrote, train up a child in the way he should go. So how are you training up your kids, right? Because what you do is going to be repeated. And it might be a good thing and it might not be such a good thing. So let's talk about this time of year is actually one of the best times of year to really be focused on your health. Right? We have these incredibly long, beautiful days, at least where I am right now, Washington State. And, there's lots of daylight. So there's lots and lots of opportunity, lots of hours in the day with light. So you can take advantage of that and be active and do fun things with your family. And not like the winter, right? The winter, it's like it gets light at 8 o'clock in the morning and it gets dark at 4. So you only got 8 hours. Now we've got more like 16 to 18 hours of daylight. So it's a great opportunity to get incredible food from your farmer's market. And things like that, right? So it's a great time to really be focused on health instead of using our trips and our vacations as a reason not to focus on our health, because we have all the tools available to implement great health. Okay, so that's kind of the mindset that I really hope you'll develop instead of thinking of it in terms of, oh, we're gonna celebrate. Well, celebration's fine, but it doesn't have to be with unhealthy food and unhealthy habits. So, we're gonna look at putting your health on the front burner instead of the back burner. And this is a great time for modeling for your kids. Okay, so, and it takes persistence on your part, as you know, to help your kids develop really good and healthy habits. So here's a tip. Okay, so let's say you're traveling, you're going to a new destination. So this is one of my top tips, and this has really, really served me very well over the years. We almost always use VRBO, or what's the other one, Airbnb, where we are in control of our environment and most of our food choices. Okay, and we pack a lot of our own food, though you don't have to. As long as you have access to a grocery store, you could buy the food at that location. We like to go into backcountry locations where sometimes there aren't stores, so that's why we do a lot of packing our own food. But that's a really good tip to use is, find a VRBO, Airbnb. It's a lot less expensive than staying in a hotel, and it puts you in control of your food situation. Okay, so that's a really good one. Before going to a destination, start doing some research on the area, looking at different restaurants that will support your health rather than compromising your health. So, because nowadays you can look at almost any menu and find out what's on the menu and know, does this line up with how the style of eating that we choose for our family? Okay, I want fish, I want chicken, I want steak, I want lots of salads, I don't want fried foods. I mean, I don't care if there's a little bit of fried foods, I'm just not going to pick it, right? So, hi Rebecca. Hi. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, do some research before going on vacation and get familiar with the area. And here's a great tip. Get your kids involved in that process. So enroll them in the planning process. And that way they're going to learn that, right? They're going to learn that, oh, all I have to do is look at the area we're staying at, start doing some research on restaurants and looking up their menus and seeing, and they're going to learn what a healthy menu looks like. And they're just going to be more apt to do that once they're older. Okay, so that's another great tip. And we always have a special treat day when we're traveling, where we're going to have a dessert, for instance, and and have the agreement that, we're going to stay true to our plan, and when we are, then we're going to have a special treat meal, and whatever that would look like for you. So, kind of no limits and that kind of stuff. And that really encourages them to stick with the plan, and you're going to be more likely to stick with the plan also, because sometimes as adults we need to have some motivation to stick to our own plans, right? And then focus on fun activities, right? This time of year, man, you can go swimming. I mean, there's so many things. You can go hiking. You can go boating. I mean, there's so many activities that you can do with the focus on the activities rather than on the food. So, and it's encouraging your children to be really active and develop an interest in fitness. So that's another great one. And the point here is that we want to do it collectively together as a family. And when you do that, you're training up your children in the way that they should go. So you're being a good model, and they're learning the skills that they're going to need to bring to their families. And let me just say, it's a lot easier to do it when they're younger than when they're old. So I hope this has been really helpful, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.